Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Well, this is Divorce Tarot. Now, doesn't mean that you're gonna get divorced. It's just, unless you want to, it's just kind of the part of the journey I'm on right now, and it is a defining moment in my life. I'm just starting everything new, including starting a tarot channel for the first time. And so I decided to just make what could be considered my current weakness. I just decided to be proud. I decided to make it my strength. Kind of a recommendation by the autistic mystic, because he always talked about when he was a child, people would make fun of him for being autistic, and then on his channel he said, embrace that thing that you were made fun of. Embrace whatever you think is your weakness right now. Make it your strength, he said, and your people will find you. So, hello everybody. This is my channel. This is my first official reading. I did make an intro reading right before this, and you can find out more about me there. So what I intend to do here is just to do a 3-card spread to hopefully help you and inspire you on this day today. It's gonna be a little different. It's actually just gonna be only for today. It's gonna be like morning, lunch, and like evening, because our days have parts, you know. Different people we meet, we have work, we have evening things to do, plans, late night projects that we dream about and work on. So this is just a little bit of advice for each part of your day. Of course, if you're going through a divorce, you know that like each day has many parts, and you just kind of get through each one slowly. So yes, I hope this inspires and can just offer some, I don't know, just comfort and help. Also, these readings are completely evergreen. My intention is that they find you when you need them. Alright, let's pull some cards here. This is the SpellCaster tarot. Alright, here. This guy. And we'll do the reading, and then I have Louise Hay's Heart Thoughts, just a little card. I'll actually share with you my daily card that I pull. They're all great, just to feel good. So let's pull some cards. All right, let's just pull from Spirit whatever is the most helpful for the time that you watch it, for the day that you watch it. You can interpret it as you want. If you watch it in the evening, then it can be for the next day to reflect. If you're watching this in the morning, then it can be for the current day. Whatever you feel is right for you. Alright, let's pull a first card for the morning. Right here. You kind of pull them when they feel kind of slippery. Okay, lunch-ish. Or whatever, if you work at night. If you work all night, you understand. It's like the first part, the middle part, and then the last part of your day. Alright. Actually, I really wanted to do like love spreads and all these other spreads, but then I just feel pulled. I feel drawn to just doing dailies, because they can be so comforting and reassuring. I got my lamp right there, so this one's gonna be bright. All right, first thing in the morning, we have the Knight of Cups. Then we have 10 of Wands. Oh, busy lunch. And then we have 2 of Swords. Wow, this one came in the 3rd place on my very first reading as well, which was like, is this channel gonna succeed? I'm becoming very fond of this card. Alright, so let's take a look and let's see just intuitively what's gonna come through for me to help guide your day. Let's get out of the glare. There you go. I've got a lamp right there. Alright, so Knight of Cups. Let me show you. Okay. So I'm picking up like, is this someone who is, this is you, like I'm picking up it's you, right? And you're gonna be kind of first thing in the morning. It's a little fishy here on his armchair. You're gonna be feeling pretty like emotional, and you're gonna be feeling pretty like, dolphins here, like you want to be the king of your emotions, okay? But you also want to do a lot, all right? You just want to do a lot with the day, and you want to be a lot for a lot of people. And you can see his face here. You can see he's a little strained, right? He's struggling a little bit. Like he's smiling, but it's a bit of a struggle. He's got this trident here, so that's kind of sharp. That's pretty sharp for like the King of Cups. He can be like really emotional and stuff, but you've got your trident here to protect you. And it's almost like you're learning to do your own boundaries. You're learning to stand up for yourself. You're learning to, yeah, kind of like have boundaries where you do want to give everything you can, but you understand there's only so much you can do, and you need to prioritize, and you need to, getting this feeling of not being overly responsible for other people and overly taking care of them constantly. And over here, you kind of want to tap into your own needs and your own intuition a little bit more. So just be gentle when you plan your day, and know that when you're planning your day, you might get like 10 things you planned, and you might only do 3 that day, and that's totally okay. Sometimes we get hit with a lot of, we're just told all these things intuitively, and we know all these things we want to do, but it's hard to feel the scale, the time scale of how long these things are gonna take. Because it can take like 5 minutes to get a download and an inspiration that takes 5 years to accomplish. So just be gentle and take care of yourself. Just because it's not, it might not all happen today, and it might just not be meant to happen all today or this year. That doesn't mean you're behind, and that doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. Try to lean into, you could also ask for guidance regarding, well, how long should this be taking? That was a big struggle with me, with my writing and stuff, because it feels so timeless that I can't really tell. I just know that I go. And I'm like, well, am I behind? So there's a part of me that would assume, a fearful part that would be like, wow, we're behind. Not necessarily. Sometimes just the inspiration is big, and you really need to think about time and grounding into the physical, and how long things really take. So I know I was just showing you this one, but I was also reading to this one as well. So here you have a lot of inspiration, and you try and take care of a lot of business. Here it starts to become more overwhelming towards lunch. You start understanding like, my card is broke here, and I'm not seeing a way. Right? I got all these tasks that I can't even see past them, you know. I can't see the forest for the trees. I know I'm on the right path, but it's hard to walk a path when you have so much stuff. You're kind of bogged down, you're logged down. Again, just feel free to lay down some of your wants, lay down some of your burdens. Because even if you do, here's the thing with life, if you don't lay them down by yourself, they'll just fall down. Okay. They'll just go ahead and fall down, you know. So it's much better to consciously sit down and have that choice, right? And be like, well, this I'll put down for today or for this year, and I'll focus. Our biggest strength is our focus, and it's the most important thing we have. Essentially, we are everything there is in the universe, and we are everywhere there is. But in this lifetime, we choose to focus our energy on a specific thing. And it's totally okay to really, really, really focus on your main things in life. It's okay to push back, and it's okay to set boundaries, right? So it's okay to almost protect your own time and space. And over here, we have the Two of Swords again, and I read it in my first reading. You can go back to that if you feel prompted to. It was like a reading for myself and how this channel is gonna go. It was actually really fun to do. And I'm actually gonna read it the exact same way because I feel inspired to read it the exact same way. And this reading definitely applies if you're getting a divorce, you're going through a big life change, really like weeding out, culling out things that you don't really need. Like you thought that, oh, you had to have the perfect this or that, you had to be the perfect mom, you had to take your kids to blah blah blah, a million things. It's like, yeah, you actually have to do your life purpose first, whatever that means to you. Everything else will kind of follow. You can cut down on certain activities. Things are in life and death. It's important to tell the difference between life and death and just, oh, well, that's a little hobby or that's a bonus activity. Sometimes when we're scared, it's very easy to be like, well, I gotta get the perfect thing for my kid, or I gotta get the perfect thing for my house, or I gotta be so good at my career, I gotta take more courses. These are all really just distractions, right? When you're scared, there's always fear, and the ego, the ego gets in a very protective place, it will always tell you you're not quite there. That's the tricky part of it. And it won't even tell you you're far away. It will be like, oh, you're almost there. Oh my gosh, you're like a month away or something. Just take one more course. Or just do your hair a little better. And then you can do something, something, something. But the thing with the ego is it has, when in fear mode, it has goals that keep changing. Changing goalposts. So it's important to just look at all the things you're doing. Write them down. So write down like your 10 top goals. And just say to yourself, how often does my goal of self-worth regarding each of this, how often does my feeling about self-worth around each of this goal change? And will that feeling ever stop changing? Will I truly arrive? Have I been trying to be a little better and taking more courses for like 10 years now? Alright? And then a really good exercise is just to pull back and generalize. You know, I'm not trying to get better. I'm trying to find self-worth. Okay? And then really take steps. Just pick one thing that you've been avoiding the most and you've been the most scared, because that's your that's your clue. Alright? That's your hint. That's your life purpose. There's 3 things to your life purpose, okay? 1, you will be terrified of it. 2, you will be super in love with it. It will be super fulfilling. It will make you feel alive and healthy. But you're terrified, so you feel healthy and sick and healthy and sick. And the reason you're terrified is simply because it's so important to you that you feel that the stakes are high and you can lose a lot. Hence you get super happy, super terrified, sick. Super happy, super terrified, sick. And then the 3rd clue is that you're going to have wounding in that area of your life. And that's for a purpose as well. Because when you have wounding, then there's a lot of healing. Then there is a lot of love from that healing. It's like you create potential. The wound, it's like a sling, you know. When you have a sling with a rock or whatever, you pull the band back, right? And the thing is, the farther you pull the band back, when you release it, the farther the object will fly, right? So the thing with wounding is that the band has been pulled so tight and so far of loneliness and pain and misunderstanding, right? But the thing is, there's a point in your life where you will release that, and then it will go forward. And so your greatest pain and loneliness will become your greatest strength, your greatest love, your greatest help towards the world. Like my wound is in self-expression inside of society. So this this right here, right? And I've let go of the sling now, and I'm going forward, and it's gonna take me far, and it's very meaningful to me because I have been starved of it. And so now it's very fulfilling to me. So appreciate everything about yourself, including your wounds, and go into the wounds. Go into the purpose. Go into the terror. It will be very fulfilling. I know, that's my recommendation. And here I'm going to read the card exactly like I read it yesterday. Let's let it focus. So this card is, I called it, like I said, she looks like Beyonce. She looks like super badass. And she really does. She's got the peace sign here, right? She's got these cool brights. She's so determined, right? She's got this wolf, but it doesn't look like it's trying to eat her. It looks like it's her familiar. It looks like she has overcome loneliness. Although sometimes she might still be alone. She has climbed all these peaks and valleys, put them behind her. She's on top of a hill, it seems. She's super badass. I love her style here. Right? It's like the Roman or like those Greek sandal lace-up thingies. She's got a belt. She's earned her way. She's super confident, in my opinion. This is not your typical Two of Swords where there's a blindfold and you don't know which way to go when you're at a crossroads. This is the opposite. You've got no blindfold on. You have vision and determination and strength in her eyes, right? And then here the Two of Swords are behind her back, right? She has made her decisions. She has made her peace. She has put them behind her back, and she is free to use them as she wishes. They are not blocking her way. There is no blindfold, right? They are hers. She owns them. She owns all her ways. Maybe she has multiple responsibilities. She's boss at all of them, right? And then she's got these two candles here that light her way. And she can walk through the candle path. This can be in her intuition. This can symbolize others in her life. Here I'm really just getting a little different from the other day. Here I'm getting like each candle kind of lights up and holds up the energy for each one of her life purposes. She could have dual purposes, like career and family. Oftentimes we have dual purposes. We have to find that balance. It looks like she has incredible strength and vision. Even if others don't get it, they don't have to get it. Why? It's your vision. You're the one that receives it. You're the one that receives your guidance. No one else has to get it. They don't hear it in their head, right? You're the only one that has to do it. Alright, so that's what I got for you today. I hope that's helpful. So this is like in the morning. You're trying to keep boundaries. You're trying to focus. Lunchtime, you realize you better put some things down. And then towards nighttime, you're feeling pretty dang good. Plan your next day. Do the exercise. Write down your 10 top goals. And just go ahead and tell yourself how often those goalposts shift. And then put stars. Take those 3 things I said and put a star or a check mark beside each of your goals if they check this off. Do you have a wound in that item? Put like a little star beside it if there's a wounding there. Are you terrified of it? Put a little star. Does it make you feel incredibly healthy and fulfilled personally? Not what you're doing for others. Think about how it makes you feel, alright? And then look at your list of items. And the one that has all 3. That's the one you need to be pursuing. It's also the one that you would have been putting off the most. Because that's what the tarot does. It does avoidance. Alright, so let's go ahead. And this is the Louise Hay Heart Thought cards. Let's just pull one out. Well, this is mine actually. I'm just gonna go ahead and share it. This is just mine for the day. I like to, I just love Louise Hay. I think she's just so grounded, practical, no nonsense. She's like, no one's after you. Do your stuff. I love her so much. And she's gotten me through a lot of stuff with her books. And I just try to do these as soon as I wake up. And then I also kind of review it before bed. Because the bookends of your day, when you wake up and when you go to bed, that's the closest to when you're asleep. And so that's your greatest influence over your subconscious. Reprogramming your subconscious. Because you're like literally so close to sleep and accessing your subconscious. And it's a really great, powerful way to just wake up and just stare at one of these first thing. Or watch my video. I'm kidding. Watch an inspirational thing or listen an inspirational thing. That's why like a lot of people, Louise Hay including, she has some audio stuff and she always says like, listen to it going to sleep or listen to it when you wake up. So today we have I am a loving, joyful person, and also a message on the back. I release all thoughts and vibrations of confusion, chaos, disharmony, disrespect, or distrust. They are eliminated from my consciousness completely. So that's beautiful. Vibrations of confusion, right? When we're overwhelmed, we are confused. We are confused about what we want to focus on the most and how to pare down, how to say no to others, right? And another really great thing to say, it's like an affirmation, is when you're confused, you can literally say, I have clarity, or you can say, I have certainty. Now that might seem trippy how that works, but actually your brain is just like a Google search engine, and whatever you type in there, it will start pulling up results to make it true and to help you self-fulfill that thought. So as soon as you start saying, I have clarity, you're going to start pulling up those Google search engine results that your brain pulls up. And you're going to start seeing how that might be true in different areas of your life. Give it a try. Be open to it. If it's foreign or new, it will always feel strange. And your fears will try to tear it down. That's a great sign that you are breaking new territory. Alright, thank you so much, my loves. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I love being here. I can feel people's energy, so it's very fulfilling and it's very fun for me to hear. This is me facing my biggest fears and my biggest terror. So I'm doing the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, all the things I'm scared of, and that I have wounding in, and that it's fulfilling. After I film these videos, I feel so high and so great, and the rest of my day it just is so high frequency and everything. I just knock all my goals out of the park, and that's another bonus of doing the thing that is like your highest purpose first. Then everything else, you just knock it out of the park because you're already a high vibration. Everything falls into place. You magnetize things so easy and you roll with them. Alright, I will see you in the next video tomorrow. You can subscribe, you can like. That's such a beautiful way to share energy. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye bye.